We're doing a surprise trip, leaving today. Today is Sunday, February 12th.
And you wouldn't give me a cardinal direction, so I couldn't start pinpointing it like that.
Tomorrow is her birthday. The next day is Valentine's Day.
All right, checklists are done, lights are on, gear is down and bolted.
Down and locked.
Airport, and Josh briefed me a little bit more on it. He's still keeping so much of it a surprise. I don't even know what kind of rental car we're getting. Everything is
Rental animal.
rental animal. Let's go. I'm ready. Oh my God! Look at our view.
I'm Josh, a pilot and flight instructor with a passion for the sky, sharing it with those around me and using it to see the world from a new perspective. Flying can seem super complex, but I've made it my mission to showcase safe practices while enjoying the beauty this world has to offer. Subscribe to climb into the cockpit on future adventures. This is Aviation 101.
80991, Addison Ground, clear to Hotel Yankee India Airport via on departure flight, runway heading 66, radar vector 049.
I'm kind of nervous at the same time. You told me the temperature and the weather because I had to pack. And then you said, well, we might get wet. It would either be a splash or maybe totally submerged, which is like, and then you said we'd need a fuel stop. I have no idea how far we're going.
We're squared away and we're good to go. The plane's all ready. We're going to gas up and we are going to head west. Specifically where we're going, I'll just go ahead and tell you. Not everything that we're going to do. I'm just going to tell you where we're going and where we're landing. We are going to Lajitas International Airport, Tango 89, in far west Texas. It's actually down in the Big Bend of the Rio Grande. We are going to be landing about 2 nautical miles from the Rio Grande. So we're going to be like right on the Mexican border. And I have a place arranged for us to stay. The runway is paved. It's actually a very nice pavement runway. There was another option for a place that we could land out there, which is the Terlingua Strip, and it's paved. I've seen videos and pictures of that runway. We would be landing on dirt for all intents and purposes. And then there's the Big Bend State Park Ranch Airport, which is public, but you basically land inside the state park. We're not gonna land at that one. We're landing at Lajitas International Airport. They have very limited tie down, so I had to call the airport. They know we're coming. They're gonna have a spot reserved for us. But beyond that, that's all I'm gonna tell her so far. We have an awesome place reserved and we're good to go on ground transportation and everything. And we should be landing there about 3 o'clock if we get a move on today. So we do need to get gas here at San Marcos. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Skyhawk 80991, 1600 climbing.
November 991, your radar contact, proceed on course, climb to your requested altitude. The altimeter is 3022.
3022 on course and up to 4,500, 80991.
We topped off with fuel at San Marcos, and based on the distance and winds aloft heading west today, we actually won't need another fuel stop. But nonetheless, we're still going to drop into Fredericksburg, Texas, not to fill up the fuel tanks, but to fill up on coffee and an early lunch at the airport diner.
About to cross midfield. Doesn't look like the ramp's too busy right in front of the cafe, or the diner.
Gillespie County Skyhawk 80991, short final runway 14, full stop, Gillespie.
All right, checklists are done, lights are on, gear is down and bolted.
Down and locked.
We're gonna hold it off here. Let's put it into a forward slip, or a side slip rather.
Very good.
A little bounce. And over yet.
Gillespie County 246 Alpha Papa is crossing midfield to join right downwind. 246 Alpha Papa.
Positive ground contact.
Food was fantastic. I can't remember if I ordered the same thing as I did the last time I was here, but it was really, really good.
Got plenty of food, and we are good to go on that front. We are good to go on fuel, no need to get any more. And we're heading to Lajitas next, right?
Yeah.
It's actually getting kind of chilly. I think the overcast is making it a little more chilly. And I think it's supposed to be overcast in far west Texas as well, but it's gonna be like super high overcast, like overcast 10,000.
So we're gonna fly from Fredericksburg, T82 to the Marathon intersection, and then into our destination airport. And Josh briefed me a little bit more on it, but he's still keeping so much of it a surprise. I don't even know what kind of rental car we're getting. Everything is
Rental animal.
Before any trip we go on or anywhere we've lived, anywhere we've moved, I will spend like days and days and days ahead of time just looking at pictures of the place, researching it, looking at local restaurants, things to do. And I didn't get to do that at all for this trip. And so almost all of lunch, I was like looking at Big Bend pictures on my phone, looking up stuff about it. It is so beautiful. And I think it's going to be the perfect time of year, like right before the swing of the spring season hits. And I'm just hoping it's about 10 degrees warmer.
Yeah, last order of business here is just a quick restroom break, but pre-flight's complete. We have plenty of fuel. We should land with about an hour and 20 minutes of endurance left.
Hopefully
and
this headwind
it's
doesn't
gonna
get worse.
it's honestly, yeah, it's gonna be a headwind, but it shouldn't get worse. I looked at the average the whole way, and we should be in the air for about 2 hours and 35 minutes. We're gonna see some beautiful scenery on this next leg, and we're gonna get rolling here in about 10 minutes.
Gillespie County Skyhawk 809901, taking runway 14, will be a right departure to the west. Gillespie.
All right, windows, mixture, full rich, strobes on. I like to give people time before I cross the line to speak up. Use up all of our runway here. Gonna get some right aileron in for the crosswind. Ready?
Yeah.
Power's coming in. Heels down to the floor so I don't hit the brakes. There's 2300 RPM, takeoff power set. There's 40 knots. Ease that aileron out as we gain speed. There's 50 knots. 55, a little back pressure. Alright, I'm going to hit direct marathon and put us in nav mode. And I'm going to engage the autopilot.
Houston Skyhawk 809901, VFR request.
809901, let me get you a squawk here. 2477, what's your position?
Squawking 2477, we're just west of Tango 82, and we'd like to be 6500, which is where we are now, direct Tango 89.
809901, roger, radar contact 7 miles west of Fredericksburg, show you 6500, altimeter 3016.
3016, thanks.
November 217 Yankee, Houston Center, welcome, Kimmel County, altimeter 3010.
17 Yankee. Cool 14, Houston Center, welcome.
Cool 14. I want that call sign. Elevation of Lajitas is actually only 2,630 feet, but everything else right around it is much higher. No, okay, they do have an AWAS. Put that in comm 2, and we'll do Unicom later. It's runway 0725 with full-time lighting. It's a hard surface, 6,500 feet by 100 feet. Nearest weather is from Presidio. Wind 100 at 3. Visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 15, dew point -1, altimeter 3006. There is no terminal area forecast within 100 nautical miles.
As we trek into far west Texas, civilization becomes scarce. Looking across the increasingly rugged terrain paints an abstract image of everyday life out here. Each one of these remote towns is a geographical concentration of lives all intersecting out here in the desert. What's going on in each of those lives? Some of those lives down there in our view are having a good, happy day. Some of them may be having the worst day of their life. What's occupying their mind? What's on their agenda? What are they worried about today? And all the while, we are nothing more than a faint, out-of-sight four-cylinder rumble to them. One that they likely don't even notice anymore, like a fly on the brim of a rancher's cowboy hat down there. Mid-flight, thoughts on autopilot, I guess. At this altitude, we're drifting out of radar and radio coverage from Albuquerque Center. So the controller terminated our radar services, we squawked VFR, and we were on our own from here. As a precaution, we set my Garmin inReach on the glare shield and set it to record and broadcast our position every 2 minutes to anyone in my contact list that I choose. I set it to notify both of our families of our whereabouts. That way they have our location if anything happens and we have to make an emergency landing out here in the mountains. We made a left turn at the Marathon intersection and flew directly into the heart of the Big Bend region of the Rio Grande.
Up ahead is the Terlingua Ranch dirt strip. We're looking right down the runway. And those are the Chisos Mountains, the heart of Big Bend.
Are we gonna fly over where we're gonna stay?
I don't know. I would need to look at the map. That is beautiful.
Lajitas International Airport, automated weather observation 2222 Zulu. Wind 0, Niner 0 at 8 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 18 Celsius. Dew point -10 Celsius.
All right, wind is 090 at 7 knots, almost right down the runway. Descent checklist, seat tracks and backs upright and locked. Your seat's locked where you want it.
Yeah.
Seat belts, shoulder harnesses snugged and fastened. Fuel selector is on both. Carb heat, we don't need it quite yet. Status, we've got it. Wind is, we'll check it again before we land, but wind is coming down runway 07 at 7 knots. Altimeter set to 999er and cross-checked. Instruments calibrated and cross-checked. They look good. Altitude target is 6,500 set and verified. We're going to change that once we get the vertical track. And barrel minimums not applicable, and mixture enriching as required. We're just about to do that here. We're waiting to hear the vertical track enunciation, and that means we're ready to start the descent. Airport in sight.
Lajitas traffic, Skyhawk 80991, 10 miles to the northeast inbound for 07 full stop, Lajitas.
Oh my gosh, it's freaking beautiful!
It is.
And the sun just came out.
Yeah, so it's actually giving us some pretty sweet contrast. There's a little dwelling of Study Butte off to our left, I think is how it's pronounced. Alright, immediately off the left wing here is the ghost town of Terlingua.
Where? Oh, wow. There's a bunch of teepees!
Oh yeah. Alright, we're coming down to pattern altitude. Got the big long runway in sight. Oh, I love it out west. Oh, we're coming over this little mesa. It's like a little drop off right under us.
Lajitas traffic, Skyhawk 80991, entering the left downwind, runway 07, Lajitas.
Lajitas traffic, White Phenom, taking runway 7, departing to the north. Lajitas, you all have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Alright, looks like he's taking full length. He's not going to back taxi that short distance, so he's lining up. 200 to go to pattern altitude. We're on the left downwind. Alright, power's coming back to 1500. And the pre-landing checklist is complete. We're all lit up. Inside the white arc, 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000, flap set 10.
Lajitas traffic, White Phenom is departed runway 7, taking off to the north, clear of all runways, Lajitas.
Base.
Lajitas traffic, Skyhawk 80991, left base, runway 07, full stop, Lajitas.
Making a bit of a wide pattern here. Kind of unnecessarily. That was my bad. Running final.
500.
Lajitas traffic, Skyhawk 80991, final runway 07, full stop, Lajitas.
1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000. Flaps 20. And flaps 30. Runway's made. Ready for a go around.
Oh my god, it is so pretty. Babe, is that our ride?
That is our rental.
What? You've always wanted a Jeep.
So because we're here on your birthday, Chelsea, and Valentine's Day, look at what Big Ben Jeep put in the passenger seat.
Oh, so cute. That is so thoughtful and cute. And stickers for the toolbox.
Uh-huh.
Oh. These are perfect. Are we gonna decorate our wherever we're staying, which you also still haven't revealed? This place is beautiful. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
This is the part of my home state of Texas and the part of the country that just makes my heart and soul happy. I love it out here. Welcome to Big Bend country. We checked into our desert dome at Summit Big Bend, and in the next episode, we're going to explore every corner of the Big Bend region of West Texas. A link to Summit Big Bend is down in the description, as well as a link to Big Bend Jeep. They were both so awesome to work with and scheming this plan for a couple of months, all without Chelsea knowing a thing. Big Bend Jeep already had this decked out Wrangler waiting for us at the airport, and they went above and beyond knowing what this surprise trip was for by leaving flowers and chocolates in the front seat. And needless to say, we are going to put this Jeep to use. Summit Big Bend put us up in one of their beautiful luxury domes overlooking the valley. And between the Jeep being ready at the airport and Summit Big Bend only being right across the highway from the airport, you couldn't ask for a more logistically effortless desert getaway than this. In part 2, we're going to drop this thing into four-wheel drive and explore the summit, drive along the Rio Grande, explore the ghost town of Terlingua, go out on a dinner date, hike through Big Bend National Park, and enjoy the solitude of this amazing place. Be sure to check out Summit Big Bend and Big Bend Jeep down in the description. And until next time, you know the drill. I want you to stay happy, healthy, current, and most importantly, stay proficient. We'll see you in part 2 right here at Summit Big Bend. Fly safe.